really, if you ask me. I haven't looked this up. It's in between Vietnam and Thailand, and I believe, Cookie, you're from one of those countries in between there. Where are you from? The Gulf of Thailand. Did you guys know that? Obviously you did. All right. So topics we're going to discuss today, like I mentioned earlier, the cultural differences between Cambodia and America, the communication styles as far as management styles within management itself, and the cultural, I already mentioned cultural differences. All right, so next is the key differences between Cambodia and the U.S. So collectivist, that's Cambodia, meaning that they're tend to stick to historical trends. They have a distinct culture, and they stick with their own society, basically. Whereas we're allowed to be who we want to be. We're not stuck into, we can marry whoever we want to. We don't have to stick with Thailand or Cambodians, you know. Femininity, we're masculine. The difference there is that the women and men in our culture has a distinct role, where in Cambodia that doesn't exist. Also in the U.S., we have ambition. We want to become better. We want new ideas. The Cambodians don't get to experience that because they're entrenched in their own old ways. If I'm wrong on something, please correct me. And someone may have to help me out on this, on the power distance as far as high and low.
Can anybody help him?
I think I put a note in here, actually.
High is the distance between like a CEO management to the worker with a lot of step in between.
Okay, so basically, the Cambodians are controlled by usually one person making a decision in the company, whereas that's later on, I think, I'm talking about the management style, so that's where I got confused a little bit.
Well, actually, go back,
Yeah.
please. Thank you.
Let's see.
One more. Very good. When we talk about a collectivism, all right, you are talking that collectivism related to tradition, okay? But there are some certain cultures, nations, and business cultures, therefore, that by tradition, they are individualistic, right? That happens as well. The tradition or the way of doing things are more individualistic. So collectivism is not always related to the tradition. It's towards the team.
Yeah.
That in that case, it's the traditional way of doing things. It's not me as an individual, but I am part of this society. This is good for my company. At the same time, no, this is good for this is good for the whole country. This is good for the company. This is good for my family. This is good for me. The last piece that would be you. So, right?
I mean, you see that a little bit in American companies, depending on if you're on part of a team. You will throw that in there, but as a whole, as a someone outside looking into the country, the majority of it's that way throughout any company you look at, basically. Meaning that they're there for one common goal, no award. You know, they're just there to work.
Yeah, but each individual plays a very important role, and then you work. First of all, you do, okay, these are like my benefits or the earnings I'm going to get certain percentage of like my performance. I'm going to get more money because that's my individual goals. And then I have my department goals. And then I have the company goals. Yeah. But first comes your individual goals, right? Versus the other. And in other business societies, your individual goals are not even mentioned, are not even there. It's everything for the good of the company, okay? And the second part of the high versus low power distance, yes, it has something to do with what we were saying about like the structure in the company, if it's vertical or horizontal, but it's like the power distance between, they were saying the CEO and a new intern, power distance as well between men and women. Power distance because of the seniority. Maybe you are at the same level, okay? Both of you are supervisors, but who has got really something to say? The person who has been working there longer, the
Right.
older person,
So the
seniority.
The superior
Even-
and subordinates have.
Yes, the
Very
distance
respect.
between superior and subordinate is higher, but as well, within the same level, both of us are supervisors, the same status, okay? But I have more to say because I'm older. So it has to do with like the as well power distance of gender, age, and of course position. So
I thought you were gonna say something.
and of course position.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
What about experience? Kind of take this Cambodia, their style, and I saw that a little bit in the military. Maybe y'all did too, a little bit, as far as top down. There's one person making the decision, and then everyone underneath them needs to do what they need to do to make that happen. Basically, you don't have that. It happens a lot. Basically, employees must do what they ask. You can't. Employees don't have suggestions. They can't have suggestions. They can't make. You know?
I know this guy.
So that's kind of like military, and when you sign up for the military, you kind of lose some of your, you do lose some of your, I guess, rights as an American, you know, freedom of speech and all that. So I can see how that works.
That's true.
So USA, we're democratic style, meaning like it's multi-directional in a way that we, not only like you mentioned earlier, that there's could be reward, the culture, could, like if you're doing a good job, if you exceed your expectations, you can get more money, more pay, or just an award, or a thank you.
Or vacation time.
Yeah, stuff like that. We tend to, we're allowed to, even though they don't even care, we still have the opportunity to provide suggestions and give input. Most managers in America will listen to you if they're smart ones. And if they don't
If
take
they're
it,
smart.
it's fine, but at least they gave you the opportunity. And my generation is the Y generation. We always ask, we want to understand what we're doing, but we're allowed to ask why are we doing this? I want to know, that way I can buy into the company's mission, their goals, and stuff like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And this is something that actually we mentioned last time about the mission and the vision. So
Right. Vision, yes, yes.
the mission and the vision of the company, because it's more transparent, it's more democratic, the management style, and at the same time it's more horizontal, like flatter, right? Everybody should know what the mission and the vision is. The leaders are providing that, and in theory, managers as well should show by example. While in Cambodia, because it goes, management style is very vertical from top down, as you were mentioning. Some people don't even know what is the mission of the vision. Many workers are been working there for years and they don't even know what it is. It's not that democratic or transparent.
Rather here, if you don't have like at least I would say 70% of your employees buy into the vision, like you're not gonna be a very good company. I mean, I'm gonna call it like a culture climate POC for my organization. So we have meetings
Yeah.
where we have like, we're supposed to pass on to our employees or just our group, like what's going on, like new telework program, and get their input, and then we feed that back. And it's all tied to this cultural survey we do every year. You ever seen that wheel saying where you suck, where you need to be better? So we want to have a good rounded score there. And that's basically the whole mission vision. The employees get to talk back to the management and make changes based on survey results. So that's kind of cool.
And so
Whereas Cambodia, they probably never heard of that.
One question, sorry.
Yeah.
Are those surveys anonymous?
Yeah, so we hire a contractor, supposedly, I read the contract, we hire a contractor, everything's anonymous. All it states, all the information that is given to the government is like one person from this organization, not the location or anything, just like I'm Energy, so they'll say one person in Energy completed it. So we know how many employees are in Energy that emailed the survey, so they can only know how many percent, the completion percentage, not who did it.
Okay, very good, because that's
That's-
important, and
yeah.
that allows people to speak fluently
Now-
without fears.
Contracts are meant to be broken, maybe someone will see something.
Yeah, but-
If they wanted to, that would be unethical. I can't tell you that.
Correct, that
Can't
if you
happen.
really, if you are playing with fire, that you can
Yeah.
go into liability, and everybody
Yeah.
can sue
It
everybody
shouldn't
in
matter who's
America,
saying
so.
it, really. Down, AKA one-way directional. Most of the time, it's the superior talking down to the subordinate. Subordinate doesn't talk back to the superior. Or where here in the United States, we have, I call them multi-directional, meaning that if we see something at a lower level, we can report that up, you know? My supervisor can be making a decision on her own, telling me I need to do this, but no one at the top would know that, and vice versa. So that's all I got. Questions? No? Thanks. Okay.